One of the legendary names of the Indy 500 has died. Bobby Unser was a three-time winner of the great race. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway announced today he died Sunday at the age of 87. Not just one of the great drivers, but one of the great personalities of the racing world. He's being remembered today in and around Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our Brad Brown is live there tonight. Good evening, Brad.
Mark, one of the great things about coming here each and every month of May is that we get to honor the past champions of the 104 runnings of this great race. 40 years have passed since Bobby Unser won here for the third time, but upon his passing here on Sunday at the age of 87, one of the great personalities, as you said, around the Speedway. So many great memories here, and we get a chance to share a few of those here with our former WRTV trackside colleague, Dave First, now working with IndyCar back here at the track. A real broad question to start with you here. When people ask you about Bobby Unser, you spent so much time with him here at the track and off the track. What's kind of one thing that always comes to mind when talking about Uncle Bobby?
Well, it's funny. You think about Uncle Bobby, the race car driver, it's one thing. But then once he retired from racing in 81, he got into television. And the word that comes to mind is raconteur, because he always had a story. And 9 times out of 10, you already heard the story maybe 10 times before, but he's still going to tell it to you. But he does it in a way that is so compelling, and he'll tweak it here and there. But the number of stories that he had are just amazing. And he was always the first one to tell you that he didn't make Indianapolis. Indianapolis made him. And that resonated throughout the Unser family. You look at, 9 wins all told for the Unsers. Bobby's got 3 of them. And it meant everything to him.
You got a chance 10 years ago to go to Albuquerque and visit Unserville, a memorable trackside story that we had that year. When you got a chance to be around Bobby and talk kind of outside of racing, just about life, he lit up even more, it seemed, when you just got a chance to spend some time with him. Was that the case?
Yeah, he just wanted to talk about memories of Indy, but it was more than that. And one of the reasons we went there 10 years ago was because the late Tom Carnegie went before that and did a great story about both Bobby and Al. And I'm just saying that, and I'm hearing Tom Carnegie's voice in the back of my mind going, Bobby Unser with a Z, right? Unser. And so that's why we wanted to go. And turns out he lived in the same house that Tom did the interview in. So one of the pieces, it's a shot of Tom and Bobby, and then we dissolved, TV term, to me and Bobby, the same angle, right? And it's like the same rifles on the wall, the same. He hasn't changed one bit, and thank goodness, because Bobby Unser is exactly what 1970, 1980, and it's exactly what you would have got this year.
3-time Indy 500 champ, 2-time series champion, made his name at Pikes Peak with 10 wins, really before he even turned a lap here at Indianapolis. Was always great to see him around here, and even in the last few years that he was here, just always had that smile on his face.
And to think, back in 1963, the early 60s, he didn't even want to come to Indianapolis. He didn't think it was that good to show up in Indianapolis. And some guy named Parnelli Jones, who's not bad, said, you've got to come to Indy. The first 2 races he ever raced at Indy, he completed 3 laps total. That's it. Luckily one of them was in a Novi. Everybody loved the Novi. But to think that now, several decades later, he's a 3-time champion, won a race in each of the 3 decades. He will definitely be missed this May in Indianapolis.
A true legend here. Thanks so much for the time.
Good seeing you again, my friend.
Yeah, pleasure. Yeah, we'll see you back here at the track soon. We'll have more from inside the track. We'll show you how they're honoring Bobby here inside the Speedway, and more coming up for you tonight on the news at 6. At the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Brad Brown for WRTV Sports.
Brad, thank you, and great to see Dave as well. Indianapolis Motor Speedway owner Roger Penske released a statement which said in part, quote, "There simply was no one quite like Bobby Unser. Bobby was a ferocious competitor on the track, and his larger-than-life personality made him one of the most beloved and unique racers we have ever seen. Bobby brought so much to Team Penske during his time with our team, including a memorable victory in the 1981 Indianapolis 500. Beyond his many wins and accomplishments, Bobby was a true racer that raised the performance of everyone around him," end quote. And this from IMS President Doug Bowles, quote, "Over the last several years, I have seen the true Bobby Unser, the man who loved our sport, loved the Indianapolis 500, and loved to be with the fans. He would go out of his way to do whatever he could to be here in May to help keep motorsports growing. He was always available to give speeches, to sign autographs, or to just tell stories. His driving record speaks for itself. His lifelong passion for promoting auto racing and his enthusiastic, no sugar-coated opinions that continued after he hung up his helmet had such a meaningful impact on our sport. He was one of a kind and will be deeply missed, but always cherished in the heart of every race fan. End